My name is Joel Nascimento de Almeida. I am from the Santa Elvina Church in Manaus, Amazon.
My name is Samuel Nascimento de Almeida. I am from the church in the Santa Elvina neighborhood, Manaus, Amazon. And today, we came to tell you about an experience that we had with God.
We are businessmen in the carton packaging industry. We are brothers and partners, and our main source of income comes from the manufacture of corrugated cardboard boxes. This company started in the year 2015. For exactly 1 year, the company kept operating at a loss. And in times of difficulty, we talked among ourselves about what we could do so that this company could generate more income, so that we could do something more with it. Then the idea came to make a partnership with God. As we talked from time to time, we understood that people talk a lot about being God's partner, but only by returning tithes and offerings. But the only way to really have a partner is for that partner to earn exactly what you earn as well.
So we made an arrangement that if my brother Joel made 1,000 reals, I should also make 1,000 and the Lord should also receive 1,000. So the Lord's share was invested in churches. A good part of it was here in the Santa Elvina Church. It was also invested in some churches of the field here in the Amazon or Roraima, and it was also invested a little bit in the church in Leticia, which is in Colombia. So God sent the resources, and we were only the channel through which the Lord's resources were directed. When this partnership with God began, things improved quickly. But when we began to invest the resources in the house of the Lord, doors began to close.
In 2018 came the greatest crisis we had in the company. We prayed to God. We held prayer meetings in the factory to try to understand why. Already talking with God as a real partner, explaining the situation and wanting to know the real reason this was happening. Soon after, the pandemic came, closing down commerce, shutting everything down, and there was nothing more we could do. So everything closed. There was no more money for anything. There was nothing left to do. And even so, we prayed to God. We prayed and kept going. To give you an idea, from 20 people working in the factory for 22 working days, now they only 3 or 4 days, and the other days they stayed home because there was nothing to do. It got to the point that the production unit came to us, to me, Samuel, and our sister Zilomar, and said that that year they would not want their bonuses, that there was no need to pay their year-end bonus, there was no need to pay, because they did not know how we were managing. We had the church construction here, we were paying the workers, they were at home, not working, we had not dismissed anyone, and they did not know how we were doing it. So, at that time, we stopped doing closings. So then, what happened when payday came? Today is the 20th, it was payday for the staff. The 5th, payday. In the morning, the day would begin with nothing. When late afternoon came, a client would call, pay an overdue bill that we did not even remember anymore. A bank would advance something. God always gave some way for us to never delay either the salary of the people who worked here at the church or the salary of the people who worked at the factory.
So God kept intervening and performing miracles that we cannot explain. But we know that the hand of God was present in this company.
And God truly proved that if you have faith and place Him as a partner, He will do His part. His part is to manage.
So Satan always tries to hinder the plans. When you try to invest in God's work, then he starts to block it. But God opens doors. So there's no one who can stop it. So we trusted in God, and God thus answered our prayers and also answered with miracles.
The company today, thank God, after our older brother came in as a partner, it has been about 4 months since we started again in this new partnership with our siblings. As for us, we continue with the partnership with God, and the company, thank God, now the tendency is only to improve. For us, the best decision we ever made was to place God as a partner, not only in this company, but in our lives, so that the resources we receive may be managed with God. The same thing we say today in the partnership we are making with our children, with any other person with whom we partner. The main point of our partnership agreement is this: it is partnership with God and Sabbath observance. These are the two main points that we put into any new partnership that we begin with anyone today.
And I want to leave a message for those watching. If I were eating an apple and told you that it was good, how would you know whether it was good or bad unless you tried it? Make a partnership with God, and surely you will reap fruit, because the Lord, as the manager of your company, will cause it to prosper.
Be a blessing.